Our CBM crew has just been over to Bangladesh to have a look at some of the areas that have been hit by these devastating floods.
Yeah, when the team came back, they showed us what happened, and we'd like to share that with you.
The recent devastating floods in South Asia forced 28 million people from their homes and killed 1,500 others. Families lost their livelihoods, and the stagnant water is a lethal breeding ground for diseases like cholera and malaria, which can lead to lifelong disability.
Mr. Monjamin's house was destroyed by the floods, and he now takes shelter under a blue tarpaulin tied between a couple of trees. His nursery business of 30,000 plants is almost completely destroyed.
I've got, but in my bad luck, I have lost my all kinds of plants. What can? This is my curse.
His eyes filled with tears as he explains the daunting task in front of him. He says he has three problems: the need to feed his family, the need to repair his plantation, and the need to rebuild his house. CBM, while providing immediate relief, will also supply a small business loan to re-establish the plantation business and enable him to provide for his family. Amidst the devastation from the floods, he is a remarkable man. He's lost everything, but will start again. Despite his grief and sadness, he's very determined, and with the assistance of CBM, your gifts will help rebuild his life.
Sir, Digital Nursery and Propagation Project is not only for plantation project. This project is human rights and training center for disabled person.
His wife shows the grief as she sits next to him, outside the shelter where they're now living. Losing his leg 5 years ago has not stopped him from helping others. Through rebuilding his business with the help of CBM, he will be able to continue to train others who also have disabilities within the community.
Whole communities are exposed to dirty floodwater. Lives are at risk. Families drink, bathe and wash their clothes in water used for sanitation. Events like the recent flood have destroyed so many livelihoods, but people like Mr. Monjamin see hope and possibility. With your help, CBM works with them to rebuild their shattered lives and develop means to overcome the hardships they have endured.
Even when the floodwaters recede and families start to return home and build their lives, dangers still remain. Kids may have gone to hospital, but suddenly they return home and they find that there's no clean drinking water available. The long-term effects of flood are devastating, so please don't delay. We need new homes, toilets, wells for clean water, as well as skills training and livestock. They're urgently needed. $528 will provide a house for one family. $3,935 will provide a house, toilet, clean water, livestock and skills training for 5 families. $24,000 will help 30 families re-establish their lives. I ask that during this time you remember the families of Southeast Asia in your prayers. These flood victims need all the help and support they can get. Thank you in advance for all you're going to do for the families of Southeast Asia to help them out with long-term disease prevention and the care that they so desperately need. Your financial support is enabling people like Mr. Monjamin to begin rebuilding their lives. His determination to restock the nursery and overcome the obstacles that he's facing is really inspiring. Once again, thank you for your prayers and your support. We so appreciate it. It makes such an enormous difference to the lives of disabled people in Southeast Asia.